Hello, everyone. This is Jason Robinson from Illustration by Design. Thank you for joining me today. This is the second part of this sort of inking of Catwoman that I started. I think I started inking it on Saturday, but it's based on a photograph of Eartha Kitt that I found online last week. So I did a sketch, and if I can find it, here's a sketch. And again, you can find me doing the sketch during last week's live stream. The link is in the description below this video. So if you're interested, go check it out and check out the first part of my inking the finished pencils. Yeah, today I'm going to try to finish this, the inking on this, and then after that, I'm going to make some pumpkin pie and get ready for Thanksgiving. So, hope you guys are going to be doing something similar for the upcoming holiday. In case you didn't know, my name is Jason Robinson again, and I am a graphic artist and illustrator, and I draw things for a living. So if you guys want me to draw anything, you know, I'm always open for commissions, so just contact me during my via my social media, again in the description below. I will be happy to talk to you. But for now, I'm going to be working on this for the next couple hours or so. So sit back, hang out with me, and you know, hopefully you'll enjoy the drawing. Also, if I get 10 or more people watching, I will give away some free original art to one of the people in the chat. So make sure that you can communicate in the chat, so you will be in the running to win some free art. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll be here hanging out, drinking some water and drawing. So hang around. That's some good water. Okay, let me get my chair and get started. Are you guys staying at home for Thanksgiving, or are you guys going to be traveling? I prefer to stay home during the holidays because I like to keep my holidays as stress-free as possible. Yeah. I know what it is. I'm hearing my voice, and it's like, why am I hearing my voice in my headphones? It's because my headphones are still attached to my tablet.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
There we go. That's much better.
Made possible only through years of
I
research
hate hearing my own voice.
and innovation.
All right. Let's see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for okay. I got the air conditioning set, which may sound strange, but I'm in South Florida and it is quite warm down here. Yeah, I got the air conditioning set. I need my pens. I got my pens, more or less. More or less. I've got my pens. And I need my chair. Got my chair. And then I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but it will come to mind eventually. Alright. Lift my chair up so I can actually see my art. Let's go up any higher. Oh, well. Oh, yay. Okay. Scoot forward. That's good. All right. And
Come on. I want
this,
you to meet a great new
I think this is, I think that you guys can see this. So that's good too. All right, cool. I think I'm set. Oh, one more thing. If by some chance 10 or more people do show up, let me know in the chat, because I'm not always paying the closest attention to the number of people watching. I'm mostly focused on drawing. So if people do show up, if there's like 10 or more people who show up in the chat or show up watching the stream, let me know so I can give away that free art because I don't want to miss it. So if you would, I'd appreciate it. All right. Now I need to find my brush. Whoops. I think I just dropped it. Is this it? Is this it? This is not my brush pen. Where is my brush pen? So I can have it handy. There's one. Everything's falling. One, and then two. Where's the other one? I should have two. This one. Is it up here? No. Very strange. Is this it? Up here? That's not it. What's this? Nope. 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 Huh. I am missing something. Oh, found it. Okay, thank you. Oh boy. Alright, let's get drawing. Lower my seat a little so my head doesn't hit the camera. Hopefully you guys can see this. All right, and also let me get a piece of paper to protect the artwork while I draw, so I can lean my hand on it without smearing everything. All right. Move the light over a little. It's good enough. Have the right glasses on? It's like so many things to remember. Yes, I have the right glasses on. That's good. All right. Oh, hold on 1 second. I had to fix something I just realized.
Thousands of people are going to summer camp, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night playing the bugle. So the Alamite Brigadiers thought it would be appropriate to play Bugle Call Rag. Okay, boys, let her roll.
Okay. All right, now I'm back. Let's see.
All right. What's your address? Hello, Mr. Smith. Did you release the second bond issue in December? Yeah. All right. The cat did what, Mrs. Harris? Really? All right. Okay. Listen, partner, some crazy stuntman is going to try taking off in an airplane from the top of an automobile this afternoon out in the valley. Sounds like a story. Hold it, Jack. Take off from an automobile on a dirt road. Can he make it? Well, be a good picture either way.
It's always hard to figure out just how much thick and thin in terms of the line width to use. So for me anyway, I have to always have to be careful because I can very easily screw it up. I'm very skilled that way. Very skilled at screwing up my drawings. Hey, Gabriel Stockton Watercolors is back. How you doing? He says hello from San Diego. Oh, good. How's the weather over there? Is it still nice? Still beautiful San Diego weather? Or does it get cold over there? I don't know. Let's get those viewerships 6 more. Yes. Yes, let's do so. Earthmind is here. How you doing? He says hello there. Love your work, Mr. Cricket. Oh, good. Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. Now, one thing I should probably do is make a minor correction to the pencils because I think this is, I don't know if you can see this little angle here, I think it's too sharp. It should be a little less angular. If you were a guy, I wouldn't care. It'd probably be fine, but I always have to force myself not to make women's bodies look like men. Because I'm so used to drawing guys, so I have to make a conscious effort to soften a lot of the angles and not make them as bulky as I usually do. High of 75. That's good. Actually, I wish I'm in South Florida and our weather is a little warmer. I think it's like the low 80s here, so I would love it to be a high of 75. That would be great weather.
The records are right in the cabinet.
Is it okay with you, sir? Sure, kids. Go ahead. Well, thank you.
Pick something groovy, Alex.
Change my position. Actually, I'll start here. I'm going to start in the areas where I am least likely to screw this up. So the areas that are filled with black, so if I do screw up, I can just fill them with black. Florida's always trying to flex on San Diego. I mean, San Diego probably has. I mean, I think it has it over Florida. It's because Florida is so humid. That's what kills Florida, in terms of the weather. I mean, the weather is beautiful here, but the humidity makes it many times just unbearable. And I don't even go outside a lot, especially during the summer. Oof, it is not fun, at least for me. And I've lived here for decades, and I still have not gotten used to it. From what I hear, San Diego weather is much more temperate, and you don't have the humidity that Florida does. So I would say that you guys have it over Florida in terms of weather. And you don't have to worry about hurricanes. So. Now what I'm using right now is a brush pen. It's not a brush. It doesn't have bristles, but it has a very sort of flexible nib that's wide, so you're able to get the effect of a brush, but in a much more, I guess, controlled tool. At least for me, I find it much. I mean, I have actual brushes with bristles, but I find the brush pen much easier to control for me. So you can get these on Amazon. What is this? This is a Tombow. It's called a. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a Tombow brush pen. They have different types. P-Money's here. How you doing? Gabriel says we have fire and earthquakes. Yeah, those are bad too. Actually, I think I'd rather have hurricanes than earthquakes, because at least hurricanes, they give you a week's heads up. You know they're coming. An earthquake, you don't know when it's gonna happen. P-Money says, hello, gotta pick up the kids in a little bit, but I'm glad to say hi. I'm very happy to see you say hi. And happy 2 days before Thanksgiving, what you Americans consider Thanksgiving. Do you guys have Thanksgiving? Don't you? Don't you have a like Canadian? You have something like that, don't you? Canadian Thanksgiving. So yeah. So we, we'll have fun. We'll eat lots of food, and then we'll pass out for a weekend. Gabriel says you like that little. You like that green combo over the blue one with the flux. Blue is a little harder for Tombos. Well, I have I have two of them, and one's more flexible than the other. This is the other one. I have the green one. Yeah, I have the green one, and then I have this blue one. And I like the blue one better because I find it stiffer. Is it? Yeah. I like the sniff. I like the stiffness of the blue Tombow versus the green one. The green one's fine, but it's just, I don't know. It's a little too. I don't want to say mushy, but the feel when I'm drawing lines with it, it's not. I don't feel as in control. And I think it's just practice. And I'm just not. I guess I'm not practiced enough to control it, the green Tombow, as well as I would like. So I stick with the blue one. P-Money says, yeah, but in October, not a little month before Christmas. What? What's the difference? It makes it more. I like Thanksgiving close to Christmas because it gets you in the mood, and then you're in the mood for a good 2 months through Christmas into the New Year. It's like, yes. Gabriel says, I use the green one on hot press and Bristol board. I use the blue one on watercolor paper, that cold press or rough water paper. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I just draw on Bristol board. So, I mean, yeah, so I haven't really tried it on different medium like that. I actually haven't used, I'm trying to think last time I used watercolor paper. It's probably college. It's been a while. It's weird because I haven't used actual illustration board since college either. I think I just found that Bristol board was the sweet spot between, you know, being a good paper to draw on, but without having the weight of illustration board. And to me, that was the biggest downside of illustration board. It weighed so much. It took up so much space trying to store it. You know, it's because it's fairly thick. And, you know, Bristol board is like, it's basically like paper, but, you know, like a, you know, a decent cardboard paper. And it's much thinner and easier to store. So I just stuck with that. P-Money says, well, I will be celebrating somewhat with you guys. My birthday's on American Thanksgiving this year. Oh, cool. Great. Actually, my wife's birthday is the day before Thanksgiving, so tomorrow. So, yeah, a lot of stuff happening this week. What paper do you prefer to work on? I prefer to work on Bristol board. I use a Strathmore, and it's usually either the 400 or the 500 series. This is 400 series, and 500 series I like as well. I mean, the higher number, the sort of higher quality of the paper. They're smooth, and I like that. And also, what I especially like is that, you know, the 400 and 500 series of Strathmore, the ink doesn't bleed on it. You know, when I lay down the ink, it just stays where it's supposed to go. I don't have to worry about it sort of bleeding out into the fibers of the paper. So that's the main thing I like about it. Once I get into the 300 and lower series, then I have to be more careful because depending on the ink, I don't know how it's going to react. So I'm kind of like, eh. And I'm pretty safe if I use 400 or 500 series Strathmore. Hey, P Money, you take care. It's good seeing you. You have a great day. Gabriel asks, I like those papers as well. What do you prefer for pencil work on that paper? Well, I use, what is this? This is a 0.5 millimeter Pentel mechanical pencil, and then I also have a just an HB mechanical pencil, like a drafter's pencil. I used to use HB lead, so number 2 pencil, basically. Because if it's too soft, then pencil's too soft, then it just makes a mess with me anyway. My hands end up going all over the paper. I need a pencil that's not going to smear every time I touch it. And then if it's too hard, then it's hard for me to see. And then also I have to press down harder in order for it to, I guess, make dark enough mark that I can use it. So HB is a happy medium for me. You're up 7 people.
The records are right in the cabinet.
I'm back down to 3. I wish they kept making those mechanical pencils the hexagon instead of a round. I never used a hex I think I know what you're talking about. They're like they have like angles on them, right? I've never used those pencils. Gabriel says, I'm working on cleaning up my sketch with tracing paper of Dr. Octopus holding down Spider-Man, Spider-Punk. Okay, cool. No, the inside of that pencil being round, they used to make mechanical pencils hexagon shape, like your number 2 pencil, and it holds well in your hands. Okay. Yeah, I've seen like wooden pencils that are not number 2 pencils, but wooden drawing pencils that are, maybe they were just flat. Maybe they were like flat pencils, but I've never seen hexagon shaped leads for mechanical pencils. So, sounds interesting. My mechanical pencil is, let's see. Well, yeah, this one's, yeah, it's angled. It has like flat edges. Well, maybe, towards the bottom it does. Like this bottom part of the blue, it's sort of hexagon shaped. You know, and then as it goes up the shaft of it, then it rounds out. But the bottom part is, sort of, and the actual lead, yeah, lead is round. So.
What you're going to hear about today
Gabriel says, "Did you know that the top of the cap of the medical mechanical pencil
years of research.
sharpens if you pull the backhand off the top? It actually sharpens that lead." Yes, yes. And I have to use. I go to figure drawing class about twice a month, so it comes in very handy. What he's talking about is this top part of the mechanical pencil. You pull it off, and that little hole on top is a pencil sharpener, so you can just
Boosted in strength.
extend the lead
Some distance.
like that,
Nothing else happened.
pull the cap off the back here, and then stick it in there, and then grind it. It'll sharpen it up, which is very useful. Oops, I just lost my lead. It's very useful if you don't lose your lead. So give me 1 second while I find it before I roll over it and grind it into my carpet. Where did it? Yeah. Oh, there's my camera. Where did the lead go? Ugh. Oh, found it. It was hiding underneath my chair wheels, looking to get crushed.
Come on. I want you to meet a great new star.
Please hold for a second while I put my pencil lead back where it belongs. There you go. Now stay. All right. All right. Now, where did I put? Ah, there it is. Hmm. Okay. Don't worry about it, Gabriel. It's not the first time my pencil leads have escaped my mechanical pencil. Yeah, it's not my first rodeo screwing up. I have a long history of screwing up while I'm drawing, so. I'm a veteran of artistic screw-ups.
Now, all over the country this month, thousands of people are going to summer camp, where they awake every morning and go to sleep every night to the strains of the bugle. So the Alamite Brigadiers thought it would be appropriate to play Bugle Call Rag. Okay, boys, let her roll.
Whoops. All right. Put that there. Grab this. What do you think of Ryan Benjamin's work? I like it. It's nice. I'm not that familiar with it. I mean, I know who he is. And if he's the guy I'm thinking of, I really enjoy his YouTube videos, his instructional videos online. If he's the guy I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure he is. But no, he's a great artist. But he's not someone who I tend to collect or seek out. You know, if I see his work, I like it, but I don't really go on my way to look for it. Like I would like Alan Davis. Like I actively look out for Alan Davis's work, or I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Oliver Coipel. He used to draw Thor years ago. Great artist. I mean, there's certain artists who like I see the work and I'm like I have to get it just because they drew it. Ryan Benjamin is a really good artist, but he I don't know. I don't know what it is that draws me to certain artists, but you know, it's just I don't know. Sometimes it's just arbitrary. Begu. Did I pronounce that right? It says IW bid. So far, I'm an artist too. Oh, good. Okay. I think that means you like it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, it says, I guess I should. Which artist do I prefer to glean from? It's a long list. All of them. I like to glean from every artist I see, even the ones I don't like. I like to glean something from them. Like I'm not a big fan of John Romita Jr. Although I used to be. I used to be back when he was back in the late '70s and early '80s when he was drawing Spider-Man. I thought he was. Yeah, I really liked his work. But then once he started on X-Men in the, I guess, early mid '80s, it was just ugh, ugh. But despite that, I do like his work on some books. Like I enjoyed his work on Daredevil, and that's probably about it. He works best with really kind of grimy, gritty characters. I mean, I saw his work on Superman, and I was just like, he's the wrong person, or the Avengers. I was like, you got the wrong guy to draw these books. His work is not refined enough. It's too rough. It's too, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It does not fit. It does not fit shiny, clean superheroes like Superman, Captain America. It's too, I don't want to say crude, but his artwork looks pretty crude. It's very blocky. All half if not all, most of his characters look like they're, you know, lifelong boxers. Their faces look like they've been beaten with a hammer. And so that works well with Daredevil and that sort of world. It does not work well with Superman or Captain America. But like I said, I mean, he there are certain things about his art that I enjoy, and that, you know, I would incorporate into my art, you know, if I had to. So, you know, but specifically in terms of what artists do I look at, I mean, I think I mentioned before. I mean, I like Dave Stevens, Bernie Wrightson, Adam Hughes, Mark Schultz, Alec Raymond. I mean, these are all, you know, a lot of these people are dead. Some, yeah. Lou Fine, Will Eisner. Oh, what's his name is really good. What's his name is terrible. Brian Stelfreeze, great artist, great teacher. I mentioned Oliver or Olivier Coipel. What's his name? My brain. So many artists. He also has a French name, but I think he's Canadian. He used to do Wildcats back in the 90s. Amazing artist. Travis Charest. Fantastic, phenomenal. I mean, I wish I could steal his talent. Like a Highlander. But then I have to take off his head. That wouldn't be good. But no, there's so many fantastic artists out there. I mean, I think I mentioned Alan Davis, John Byrne, Dave Cockrum used to be my favorite artist. I loved his work. So it you know, it covers 5 gazillion different artists. Richard 145. Hello, Richard. Says what size pen is that? This is a brush pen, so there's no particular size. You can do thick or thin lines, so you can do like really thin lines like that, or thicker lines like that. So this is just a brush nib. They're not actual bristles. It's just a very flexible nib. I usually draw with you can't see it here, but this is a 0.1 pen, and then yeah, it goes up to 0.8. But I just dropped it. But and then I use a 0.8, and then I use like a 1 to do comic book panels, the borders. So I think the smallest I have is a 0.05, which I use for fine details like eyes, like when I did her eyes here. Oh, can you see it? Like the irises and the pupils. I used a 0.05 for that because I know that if I use anything thicker, I'll mess it up. So it depends on what I'm drawing. Yeah. Talking about well beat up faces but looking clean is Frank Miller's Sin City. Yes, yes. Tight black and white, clean but beat up. Yes. Yeah, Frank Miller is a I love his work. Even though, today, obviously today's work isn't as good as it was back when he was doing, Daredevil or The Dark Knight Returns. But great artist. Great sort of visual style. That whole stark black and white thing he got going with Sin City was genius. It was just very. Jim Lee was stealing it for a while when he was working on that one book for Wildstorm. What was it? Death something. I can't remember the name of it. Death Strike or something. But very distinctive style, and it worked well when they made the live action movies too. That sort of high contrast negative space thing Miller created. He probably didn't create it, but he just made it really famous.
Next stop, New York City. Most of the sound factors are already known. Speed of the tape is recording, its playing time, and the sound level.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm much more forgiving of Frank Miller's sort of drawings than I am with Romita Jr.'s. I think it's because I know Frank Miller has been sick over the years, so I don't expect him to do, the same work he did like back in 1986. I don't know. I hear different things about John Romita Jr. Like he hurt his hand, so that might be the reason why his work isn't that good anymore. But I don't know. It just seems like to me, it's like his work hasn't been that appealing to me since he started working on the X-Men back in the early '80s. And it might not be his fault. I think I was probably just spoiled so much from seeing, great art on X-Men for years. John Byrne, and then Dave Cockrum coming back, and then and Paul Smith. Oh, Paul Smith, I wasn't that crazy about his work on X-Men, but the best work I've ever seen from John Romita Jr. has always been when his father, John Romita Sr., inked his work. I know he inked it during an X-Men annual, and then he also did an issue, like, I can't remember what it was. It was like 185, 186 of Uncanny X-Men. And the difference was so stark to me. I was just like, who inked this? It was so good. It looked so good compared to his other issues that I actually, I actually took time to like, whoever inked this needs to ink it every issue. And it was his dad, John Romita Sr. It's like, unfortunately, he only inked that one issue. So, but it stood out. It was a standout issue. Gabriel says, didn't he used to hide his hands and feet in like smokes or clouds? John Romita? No, that was what's his name? Rob Liefeld or Liefeld. Rob Liefeld used to hide all his, most of his feet in clouds of steam or smoke because I guess he didn't like or wasn't good at drawing feet. So, but no, John Romita, both senior and junior, they drew hands and feet. I mean, I'm sure there were times when Romita Jr., maybe hid them in smoke, but he wasn't known for it. At least not to my knowledge. What's going on here? Okay, it's better.
Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all left with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all left with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all left with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all left with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain.
All right, let's see. I'm diving into Adam Kubert lately. Oh yeah, Adam Kubert is a great artist. I think, trying to think, like, I haven't seen his work recently, but I remember his stuff like in the, I guess it was the 90s, early 2000s. He was doing amazing design work on Wolverine and some of these other books he was working on. He was doing like just crazy, elaborate layouts. It's great stuff. I mean, I don't know if he continued doing that or if he's sort of, mellowed out a little, from doing like sort of extreme poses like that. But in the 90s and early 2000s, his stuff was just like great. I mean, I love seeing his work. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Good seeing you. Yeah, it's Wolverine and Domino. Yeah, he's doing really exciting work back then. He definitely lived up to his family name. Hmm. Gabriel says, "Yeah, I've been collecting some of his cards, but hope to get his eyes on the pencil work he did for the cards for Upper Deck." Huh. Yeah, I guess it depends on the artist. I don't know what size um, that artwork was done at. I mean, I have some friends who did work for Upper Deck, and they actually did they did the artwork, 100%. So it was just like card size. So I don't know if Adam Kubert did the same or not. I'm hoping that he didn't, because when you work small, it's like you're not going to get the quality isn't going to be as good as if you have more room to draw. So hopefully he did the original artwork 11 by 17. They shrunk it down to card size, so it's nice and tight. Let me see. Gabriel says, swing back later. Great day. And if I don't see that before Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day. And I hope you get to spend it with people that you enjoy and appreciate you, my friend. Take care. You too, Gabriel. Thanks for showing up and thanks for hanging out and talking with me. I appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving as well. And enjoy the wonderful San Diego weather that you have. Okay? You take care.
Next stop, New York City. Most of the sound factors are already known. The speed of the tape in recording, its playing time, and sound level required. A fine-grained deposit of nickel. This makes smooth wall groove. This takes precisely 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They have to be perfect. This is the point where most people long for a road map. You discover unlimited variety, the finest in sound and performance. This takes precisely 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They have to be perfect.
What the? Am I using the wrong pen? I am using the wrong pen. I grabbed the wrong pen, folks. It's like, why is this not giving me the lines that I am looking for? It's because you grabbed the wrong pen. It's because you grabbed the wrong pen.
Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all laugh with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all laugh with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all laugh with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked staff, he tramps along with the folks all laugh with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain.
426. So let me try this first.
Sleeps with the stars for a ten. For the beast spread a feast when he's hungry. And God charges no man. He lives as long as fools are free and laugh at fools like you and me. Always lie and wish that I were the old man of the mountain.
Two people are still here. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me while I fumbled my way through inking this. Amy says she looks great. Thank you, Amy. Trying to make it work. I'm not sure. I'll leave that for now. Hmm. Ah. Hey, K-pop junkie, how are you? Good seeing you. Says Catwoman looks awesome. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Trying to make her look good. Catwoman is my forever boo. I'll try to do her justice. Hmm. Hmm.
Next stop, New York City. Most of the sound factors are already known. Speed of the tape in recording, its playing time, and the sound level required. A fine-grained deposit of nickel. This makes smooth walled grooves. This takes precisely 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They have to be quick. This is the point where most people long for a road map. You discover unlimited variety, the finest in sound and performance. This takes precisely 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They have to be quick.
Long white beard and his crooked sandy tramps along with folks all left with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and his crooked sandy tramps along with folks all left with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain. Long white beard and
Hey, Grandis Crosby, good seeing you.
folks all left with a wrinkle in his eye as he passes them by. The old man of the mountain.
It's kind of late to the party. Remember, a wizard is never late, so you're just in time.
Sleeps with the stars for a tent, for the beast spread a feast when he's hungry, and God charges no man. He'll live as long as old free and laugh at fools like you and me.
Cool application of the pose is perfect for a mid-jump, but it wouldn't have occurred to me. Huh. That's as soon as I saw that photo of Eartha Kitt, this is what I thought of. I just thought of it'd be perfect Catwoman pose to show her, doing her cat stuff, jumping around and whatever. Because it was Eartha Kitt just sort of in mid dance. So I thought it was pretty cool. So you guys ready for Thanksgiving? Who's making the pie, Amy? Is it going to be you or Melissa? Or do you buy pies? I'm gonna have to make my pumpkin pies after the live stream. I'm trying to think. Am I gonna make it tonight or tomorrow? I'm probably gonna do it tonight. It'll be easier. Seven people are watching. Wow. Only 3 more people need to watch before I give away some free art, people. So, please, share out the stream. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Do all that stuff. Carpet498 says, cool art. Well, I'm glad you like it, Carpet498. Hopefully, you've subscribed to my channel so you can watch even more cool art that I'll do in the future. Make sure to hit that like button and the notification bell, too. But yeah, I'll be selling this to anyone who wants it for $125. So If you like it enough to want to keep it, please send me a direct message via my social media links in the description below. The last thing I need is more art cluttering up my place. So please do me a favor and buy some from me. K-Pop Junkie says, same. Yeah, I mean, I like to draw. The downside of drawing is that, you're stuck with a whole bunch of art. So, that leaves less room for me for books and other things. So, please take my art. Buy my art from me, please. K-Pop Junkie says, I need to sort a ton of stuff and hang up art. Yeah, I don't really like. I like hanging up other people's art. I don't like hanging up my own art. My own art, I just kind of shove in a drawer, and it kind of just sits there. So, you'd be doing me a big favor by buying some of it from me. But no, I love other people's art. Like this. One artist, Elliot Fernandez, great artist. You can check him out on, he's on Instagram and he's also on Whatnot. But I think he goes, yeah, his name is, I think, Jerkmonger on Whatnot. But great artist. Too many great artists, not enough time and money. Yeah, it's not enough time, money, or wall space. Yeah, seriously. I'm trying to draw traditionally, says Carpet. After doing digital for a decade, it's so scary doing line art without the Control Z. Yeah, I know. That's why I tend. I've been doing a lot more digital art over the past year or so, just because it's faster and it's easier because you have the Control Z, the undo button. But seriously, honestly, if you want to improve as an artist, draw traditionally because you don't have that crutch of the undo button, and it forces you to be a lot more careful. And that's the biggest benefit of drawing traditionally. You will improve as an artist. Your ability to control the medium you're using, whether it's a pen or a brush or a pencil, you will learn much more and refine your artistic skills much more sharply drawing traditionally than you will digitally. Because drawing digitally, it's too easy to correct your mistakes, and that's good in one sense, but it's bad in another because it makes you lazy, and it weakens your mechanical skills, your physical dexterity, so to speak, your ability to control your pen, your tool, and make it do what you want it to do. Does that make sense? K-Pop Junkie says, go for it. Here's a tip that took me 900 years to figure out. K-Pop Junkie is a time lord. She's over 900 years old. She says, if you screw it up the first time, it won't be so screwed up the next time. And that is true. Keep doing it. Yes, I did an entire summer of just ink only. No pencils. You're insane. You are insane. It's shocking how your hand gets used to placing lines and you don't feel as stressed being perfect. That is true. The more you work with ink, pen and ink, brush and ink, the more confident you get in your strokes. And I find I make my mistakes the most when I'm nervous and my hands start shaking because I don't want to lay down lines because I'm like, I'm gonna mess it up, and my hand starts like doing the jitters, and then 9 times out of 10 I mess up because I'm nervous. So you kind of just have to, like you said, you just have to go for it. You just have to make that stroke and focus. Drawing traditionally will really sharpen your focus on what you're doing. So I strongly encourage you to do it. And even if you do make a mistake, I would say that 95% of the time, you're the only person who's going to notice that mistake. Most people aren't going to notice it. They're not even going to know that you made a mistake. You make a mistake, file it away in your head, try not to do it again. But I wouldn't worry too much about the mistake itself because most people won't even notice it. You will, but you just have to sort of learn to deal with that. I've made mistakes on this drawing right here. I'm not going to tell you what mistakes I made, but I just kind of let it go. You have to, because no art's going to be perfect. This is not the exact drawing that in my head I visualized, but that's fine. I like it, it's good, and it's never gonna be Michelangelo's David. So you just have to let it go, and then just do better next time. You shut up, Jeff Potts, there's no tangent. Oh wait, maybe there is, I don't know. If there is, ignore it. How you doing, Jeff Potts? Jeff Potts is a world-famous author of fantasy and not sci-fi. He just like Lord of the Rings type fantasy. So everybody should go to Jeff Potts' website and buy his books. I'm sure Jeff Potts will be gracious enough to post a link to his website so everybody can buy his books and make him the next, I don't know, George R.R. Martin or C.S. Lewis or Tolkien, or who's the other one I used to read? Piers Anthony. Make Jeff Potts the next Piers Anthony and buy his books. Carver says, "Thank you both for the advice." Yeah, I mean, it's just stuff that we've learned over the years that it kind of holds true for all artists. You just have to do it. It's like anything else. It's like you can watch all the Jackie Chan movies you want, but unless you actually practice, you're never gonna be able to kick anyone's butt. So. Greenwich Crosby says, "I'll vouch. I've read Mr. Potts' books. I give them to my friend's nephew when I'm done. And he likes them too." Oh, good. Jeff Potts says, "I think everyone here already has." You don't know that, Jeff Potts. You have to assume that there's at least one person in the chat who has never heard of you, has never seen your website, has never heard of your books, and you have to constantly be promoting yourself. I'm saying this is someone who does not promote themselves, but I'm giving you this advice, hoping that you will take the advice that I ignore from myself. So, as what was that movie? Glenn Ross or something like that, with Alec Baldwin. ABC, always be closing, Jeff Potts. Always be closing. I'm very happy to give people advice, even though I don't take it myself. I never take my own advice, but I'm happy to dispense it to others. Carver says, "Nah, I totally know this Jeff Potts version." I'm not sure what that means. But I'm guessing you're already familiar with Jeff Potts. A person. Okay, okay, got it. I understand. Yes, Jeff Potts is internet famous. He has groupies following him from one convention to the next, just to get a glimpse of him. They're known as potheads. Sorry, thinking. I'm thinking about my next move. Jeff Potts says, "I'm nearing the end of the next book." Oh, good. Awesome. Very cool. Carver says, "Wow, I'm watching the same stream along with a famous person. I feel so accomplished in life now." Yeah, I feel accomplished because Jeff Potts is watching my stream. It's like, Jeff Potts? The Jeff Potts? And it was the Jeff Potts. Now, I have my proportion wheel here. I mainly use it as a template. Instead of using it to figure out proportions of different sizes of art, I use it as a template to draw circles. Now I just have to figure this out. What is the best way to do this? Best way to do this. All right. Trying best way to do it without me messing it up. All right. Sorry, I keep on hitting the camera with my head. My head's pretty big. Wow. Jeff says this book will be my largest book. How big is it? How many? I mean, it's not pages yet, but how many words? I'm the best known unknown author in fantasy right now. That's pretty good. I wish I were the best known unknown artist, but I'm not. I'm the least known unknown artist. One day that'll change, though. One day. You'll see. You'll see. I am the least known unknown artist on YouTube. But one day I too shall be famous. I too will be a famous unknown artist. Just you watch. All right, now, how do I go about this? I'll do this. I'll do it this way. Where's my ruler? My ruler. I have 3 rulers. I see 2. Where is the third? And the third one is the one that I need. Of course it is. Of course it is. Let me glance around. It's usually hiding somewhere. Nope, nope, nope. Am I gonna have to use this one? I'll have to use this one. It's not my favorite because it has nicks in it. I don't like nicks. Unless it's Saint Nick. I like Saint Nick, but other than that, I don't like nicks because they make my pencil or pen, even worse, makes my pen jump when I try to. Yeah, it already jumped. Dag nabbit. All right, give me a second. I gotta find my other ruler, my reliable ruler. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Where did that ruler go? It's not on my desk. It's not in the other room either. I don't know where it is. Okay, I'll have to go with option number 3. The big ruler. The unwieldy ruler. I don't really like this one either, but I'm stuck. I am stuck. I have no options. See. It's not my favorite ruler. How long is this ruler? Is like huge. It's like 2 feet long. It's like, what the heck? Let me put it down before I take out an eye. I need my eyes. This thing is always sliding down my desk. Gotta put it up here. Come on. Stay. Dagnabbit. Put that there. Turn this way. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. That's okay. Jeff says, right now I'm at 120,000 words. I think this will top out at around 150,000 words. My biggest book at present is a Wizard's Stone. Oh, wow. Wow, so it's almost double. Wow. 82,000. Man, it's a lot of words. I don't even think I have 82,000 words in my vocabulary. So maybe I should buy Jeff Potts' book just so I can learn more words. Ah, oh, okay. Phew, thank goodness. I was like, did I spill ink by accident? I hate that. Now, why is okay? Well, I'll figure it out. I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, why'd that happen? Okay. All right. I'm trying to do the easy parts first, which for me is the spotting of blacks, like just filling in all the black parts. Makes things a lot easier. Okay, this should be fine.
Sound factors are already known. Speed of the tape in recording, its playing time, and the sound level required. A fine-grained deposit of nickel. This makes smooth wall grooves. This takes precisely 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It has to be quick.
Yeah, Jeff Potts, could you put a link to your website so people could look at your books and buy them and make you rich and famous? Jeff Potts, could you do that? Jeff Potts has the power. Post a link to your website, Jeff, so people can give you their money, their hard-earned money, in exchange for a great story from you. I can just find the right angle to. There we go. It's better. I found it. I found the right angle. Jeff. There we go. Yay, Jeff. It's like, Jeff, don't make me get out of my chair to post your link.
But this is the point where most people long for a roadmap. You discover unlimited variety, the finest in sound and performance.
Yay! Thanks, Jeff Potts.
They have to be perfect.
Actually, I will be right back. I had to take meat out of the freezer for dinner. I don't know if it's going to defrost in time. We'll find out. Should have done it at 3 o'clock, but I didn't. I didn't. Carper says, I'm too unemployed to buy a book, Sally, but I do want to sate my curiosity. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even if you can't buy or don't buy the books right now, at least you'll know where to get them when you do. Nowadays, most of my books I get from the library because it's free. And plus, I don't have any more space. My place is so full of books. It's just I don't have any space for more books. I wish I did. I want one of those Victorian libraries that are like 2 stories with the ladder that you slide back and forth in order to get to like the upper level, and with a spiral staircase in the corner. That's what I want. But one day I'll be able to buy a mansion and have like a cool Victorian library in it. I gotta. Made a boo boo. Made a boo boo off the white out. Crash Coffee says, I ordered mine through Walmart. I think they're on Amazon too. Oh, yeah, they are on Amazon. I know Jeff Plus is on Amazon. So. Interesting.
of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
P Money's back. Said picked up the kids, went grocery shopping. Now I'm back. Good. I'm glad to see it, P Money. Things have been getting rowdy without you here to keep things together. So Jeff Potts has been running around posting links to his books. He's going crazy. It's been pure mayhem. Again, if there's some people watching, if the viewers get to 10 or higher, please let me know, because I'm not paying super close attention to the number of people watching, and if it gets to 10 or more, I will give away free art. So let me know if that happens, so I can give away free art. Trying to pay attention, but I know that there have been a few times when it's jumped in viewership and I just didn't notice. So
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Carpet says the Revenant books look sick as hell and the summary's intriguing. I might actually get the ebooks. Cool. Eight people watching. Very cool. Is it raining? Hold on. Nope, it's not raining. Thought I heard rain. It's 5:20. All right. Let me get some of this done. Jeff Potts says, let's see. Well, Carper says, I feel like everyone else in the stream is significantly older than me. What? How dare you? How dare you? I'm young. I'm not even 70 yet. Jeff Potts says, if you wait until January, I will be marking down the Revenant in the Tomb to 99 cents. Wow, if Amazon allows it. That's great. That's a great deal. Jeff Potts says I'm old. Yeah. Compared to who? Compared to who? Methuselah? You're young. P Money says, I'll keep that in mind for when I get around to it. I'll turn on 5 screens sometime in the future. I don't understand that. P Money, you need to speak in American, not Canadian. We don't understand what you're saying. Jeff Potts says, Jason's old too. I am in my prime. I am still a young whippersnapper. I barely remember BJ and the Bear. That's how young I am.
Carper says, I'm surrounded by wisdom then. Yes, yes. The wisdom of the ages. Alright, let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Try this. Let me try this. Oh, P-Money says I'll turn on 5 extra screens to get you to 10 viewers so I can get the giveaway. P-Money is trying to, what was that term? He's trying to, beat the system. P-Money's trying to cheat. P-Money. I thought you were Canadian. Canadians don't cheat, do they? I thought Canadians were above that. I thought Canadians were too nice to cheat. P-Money's trying to game the system. Alright.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece: a source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power.
P-Money says, when you draw cartoon comic characters, are you ever influenced by the actor in a comic movie? Or is your view of the character in a comic or is it more your view of the character in the comic when you decide how to draw them? Well, this drawing was inspired by Eartha Kitt, who played Catwoman in the 1960s Batman TV show. So, haven't you watched my previous live streams, P-Money? How dare you? Not to show you. Hold on 1 second. I have to open up a tablet to show you. Get the image. Let me find it. It's not on let me find it on Pinterest. Excuse me. Yawn. Yeah, here's the original image the drawing's based on. You can see it. Can you see it? Does it glare too much? That's a 1955 photograph of Eartha Kitt dancing. And she played Catwoman in the Adam West TV series. She was one of 3 actresses. I think she was the second actress. It was, oh my gosh, who was the first one? Can't remember. It was that first woman, then Eartha Kitt, and then Lee Merriweather played Catwoman in the Batman movie from 1966. But I saw this photograph last week, just at random, and I was like, that's Eartha Kitt, but it's a cool pose for Catwoman. So I decided I'll just turn this pose into Catwoman, and then that turned into this sketch, which I did last week on my live stream. Go check it out, and then I decided to ink it, and that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, it was based on this photograph. So, but you know, that's kind of a rare thing. I mean, usually whenever I draw comic book characters based on the actual comic book, and you know, sort of my vision of the character from that. But you know, in this case, it was inspired by the actual actress who played Catwoman back in the day. So let's see. Oh, there we go. Is Jeff Potts leaving? He has to bolt. Okay, Jeff Potts, thanks for watching. Great seeing you. You take care. Let's see. Is a free art giveaway you sending one of your already finished drawings, or is it requesting like you're drawing a character someone asked for? It's me giving away something I've already drawn. So I have separate drawings that you can choose from, but it's not a request thing because it's free. If you want to request something, then I'm happy to do a request, but you know, you have to pay for that privilege. If I'm just giving away something, then you're kind of stuck with whatever I give you. But it won't be terrible art. I'll show you some examples. Stuff like this, like little hand drawn cards of different characters. So, like Goku, or Captain America, or yeah, Rurouni Kenshin, or the Joker, or who's this? Oh, Nightcrawler. So, little hand-drawn cards like this. It's all original art, but it's free, and I'll mail them to you for free. Unless you live if you live like outside the United States, then you know, you'll probably have to pay for postage because it's kind of expensive. And even mailing something to Canada is like it's kind of nuts. So, but if you live within the United States, Even if you live in Hawaii, then I'll just I'll just mail it to you for free. Carpet says, "You watch anime?" Yes, I watch anime. Everybody watches anime. Well, maybe not everyone, but all the cool people watch anime. So yes, I watch anime. Julie Newmar, thank you very much, K-pop junkie. Julie, I don't know why I forgot her name. I mean, she's pretty famous. Yes, Julie Newmar was the first Catwoman on the Adam West Batman TV series, and she's still around too. I mean, she hasn't passed away yet, has she? I think she's still among us, which is good. K-pop junkie says they are awesome. Love my Mohawk Storm. Oh, good. I'm glad. One, I'm glad you got it. I'm glad the mailman actually got it to you, and two, I'm glad that you liked it. P-My says, okay, very important question. Does Cricket deep fry his turkey for Thanksgiving? No, I do not. That's no. I like breathing, and it's too well. One, I live in an apartment, so there's no place for me to really deep fry a turkey here. I'm not gonna risk setting my apartment on fire. You need to be outdoors if you're gonna be doing something like that. The only time I've seen it done is my brother's place. We went to his house years ago, and he deep fried his turkey. But it's just, it's cool, but it's just you have to know what you're doing. And with me, I would probably set myself and the entire neighborhood on fire. So no, I just stick mine in the oven. K-pop junkie says she's still a babe. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. She looks great. So you've probably seen Reze Arc, right? I've never heard. What is Reze Arc? Is that new? I've never heard of it. Is that how you spell it? I've been obsessed with that movie. I've never heard of it. No, not Eartha Kitt. She's talking about Julie Newmar is still around. P-My says, I tried deep frying the turkey once, never again. Why, did you put too much oil in it? I think that's the most common problem. People put too much oil in the vat, and not taking into account the amount of oil that'll be displaced once they put the turkey in. So that's you have to be careful. And I know with me, it's just, it would require a lot of planning on my part in order for me to ever try to fry a turkey. Mainly in terms of having fire extinguishers handy. So. Oh, Chainsaw Man. Yeah. I'm not really into Chainsaw Man. It's just a little too much for me. I don't know. I mean, I have friends who love Chainsaw Man. I've never gotten into it. And I have friends who love Demon Hunter. I've never gotten into that either. The anime that I tend to, I watch all types of anime, but the ones that I really kind of like and got hooked on were Naruto, Rurouni Kenshin, Full Metal Alchemist. I really like Spy Family, which I watch every week with my wife. One Punch Man. It's some of the more crazy ones. I mean, Chainsaw Man to me is kind of crazy. It's hard for me to get into that. I'm just like a guy with chainsaws sticking out of various parts of his body. I'm just like, I don't know. Oops. It made you cry. Chainsaw Man made you cry. You don't need to watch the anime to enjoy it. And it's called. What's the movie called? Do you remember the name of the movie? I'll check it out. P-Mike says, yeah, thankfully it was on gravel, so it didn't burn anything, but yeah, it definitely spilled. Don't get me started. My wife and kids are hooked on Demon Hunters. Which one? K-pop Demon Hunters or the actual Japanese Demon Hunter? I watched Dan the Dan recently. I got a good laugh out of that one. Yeah, I think I've seen that. I think I've seen a few episodes of that. Earth Mind. If I did, if it was a long time ago. Both. Okay, gotcha. Carper says, I brought my mom. What? To watch the Chainsaw Man movie. What? Okay, I'll have to watch it then. If your mom, I can't imagine taking my mom to see take my mom to see a Chainsaw Man movie. But no, I'll check it out. I'll look it up. Where did I put my? Oh well. I'll just use this. We'll just use this. Yeah, I don't even know if my mom would tolerate any anime. She would get bored. The last time my mom and I ever went to a movie theater was to see Titanic. That was me kicking and screaming, trying to get out of it. The only part of Titanic I liked was the end when the ship was going down, and then people were falling off the ship and hitting the propeller on the way down. I was like, yeah, that was hilarious. Other than that, yeah, it was a terrible movie. All the characters were like cardboard, one-dimensional cutouts. Awful. I was not a fan. And of course, it made a ton of money and won all these Academy Awards. And I was just like, these people have no standards, no taste in good movies, because this movie was lame. My mom was just pretty open-minded. Yeah, I don't know. It's just she must be very open-minded. I don't know. I'll have to watch it. I saw, what was another anime I saw recently? It was Kaiju number 8, I think it's called. I thought it was very good. I liked it. I started watching for a while. I was kind of hooked on the what was it? The one with the superheroes. It was like a superhero version of Naruto. Can't remember the name of it. I was hooked on that for a while, and then I just got kind of got bored with it. And then I started watching. There's so many anime out there. It's hard for me to remember them all. What's it called? Kakashi or not? Oh my gosh, Kaizen something or other. Kikuchi Kaiju or Kai. It dealt with like sort of demons. This kid gets possessed by some demon, and he gets like an extra mouth on his face or something. I can't remember. Kakaizu Kuzu, whatever. Anyway, I started watching that, and I got about 6 episodes in, and I got bored with that. So it's if I watch an anime, it has to sort of like grab me within like the first few episodes, or else I just kind of drop it. So. P-Mine says, halfway through the movie I yelled, is it gonna sink yet? P-Mine is very impatient. You know it's gonna sink eventually, P-Money. You just have to wait.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
Carper says, I like the opening for Kaiju. The visuals were cool. Yeah, no, it was a great anime. I really enjoyed it. Earthmind says, I read the first couple of Kaiju number 8 books and liked it. I still need to get back to it. Granish Crosby says, didn't like it. The good guys were nearly destroyed. Very Games of Thrones-ish. Which one? Which one do you mean, Granish? K-pop says the sinking was the best part. Yeah, thank you. Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, I watched the first, and I said 5 or 6 episodes, and I just got bored. I was just like, eh. I mean, it's interesting, but it just wasn't enough to keep me watching. It just reminded me of too many other anime, like Bleach. Yeah, I think it reminded me of Bleach more than anything else. And I was just like, I've already seen this. There has to be something kind of original for me to keep watching. I mean, even that one with the superhero kids going to superhero school, it reminded me too much of Naruto. Although, you know, it did have some interesting twists to it, but yeah, I just I'm kind of picky. Thank you, My Hero Academia. Oh my gosh, of all this random info in my skull, and it's hard for me to pull it up when I need to. When I start ranting about it, it's hard for me to pull it back up out of the recesses of my mind. What time is it? It's 5:45. It is getting late. I'll keep working on this for a few till 6 o'clock. I'll keep working on it till 6, and then I will finish it off screen, because I don't want to take the entire evening for you guys, and you can kind of see where it's going. It's 95% there. It's just I just need to fill in the city, and then the bats, and then the circle, and then, you know, maybe tighten up some things with inking. But it's mostly there, so you guys can see, you know, how it's turning out. So hopefully I won't destroy it in the final stages. P-Money says, wait, you do work off screen? When I have to, P-Money. Sometimes I work off screen. That's usually when I cheat. When I'm working off screen, when no one can see me. So that's the time I cheat. I wish I could find my ruler though. That is annoying me, because I've had that ruler since college. It is my trust. Oh, there it is. I found it. There you are. Get back here, little weasel. I've had this thing since college. This thing is awesome. It has like a little cork bottom, so it can raise the edge above the paper so it won't smear the ink. And look, if you look really closely, you can see my name scrawled right here, J. Robinson, from back in college when I was a young whippersnapper. So no one could steal it. But every once in a while it tries to get away and hides. I have to find it again. Oops. I keep hitting this camera with my head. Ugh. Earthmine says, looks great. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Carper says, I'll probably start drawing something once stream ends. I feel super motivated now after watching you. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that. It's much better than being unmotivated, saying that Jason's art just makes me never want to pick up a pencil again. No. You should definitely keep drawing. Drawing is fun. Drawing should be very relaxing and exciting to do for you. So yes, draw. That's why I like watching other artists on YouTube. I like watching I like watching a lot of manga artists because that stuff really inspires me. It's like, man, these guys are so good. It's like I need to practice so I can even get 1/10 as good as these guys are. Let's see.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the four elements needed in every timepiece: a source of energy or power, a means of transmitting power, a dial to record the flow of power, and a way to control the power.
T-Mine says, Jason's motivated me too to look at comics. Well, good. But look at good comics. Don't look at a lot of the comics today are pretty bad. One comic I did like, I read recently, is Batman and Robin Year One. This is issue 11, but it's by Mark Waid and written by Mark Waid and drawn by Chris Samnee. It's really good. If you have a chance, I encourage you to check it out, pick it up, or I'm sure they're gonna make a trade paperback of it eventually. But very good, very cool story about the first year that Batman and Robin worked together. G-Money says, let's see my favorite DC or Marvel comic I've read recently. I've actually enjoyed the One World Under Doom. I read the last 2 issues. Actually, I read it yesterday. I mean, it's... What I liked about it... I mean, the main thing I liked about it was the relationship between Doom and Valeria Richards, his goddaughter, Reed Richards' daughter. But I've always liked that relationship. I've always liked that dynamic between the two. You know, because he's like an evil guy, and she knows he's evil, but she still loves him. You know, and she's super smart, and they connect on that level. You know, they have a lot in common. But the story itself, I was just kind of, I don't know, because Dr. Doom is never going to be gone forever. I mean, I think they just, they're just sort of, it's like when Fantastic came out, that really terrible Fantastic Four movie came out in 2015. Marvel Comics canceled the Fantastic Four comic book because they didn't want any connection to it, and I think that's kind of what they're doing with this Doctor Doom story. I don't know. It's just you know, the parts of the story I liked from the 2 issues I read, but I don't. There's no permanence in comics. I mean, if a character, quote unquote, dies, you know, he's never gone for good. They're just gonna bring him back like, you know, 6 months later. So it's like it doesn't have any real impact. But again, I did like the whole thing with Valeria and Doom. Thought that was cool. I like it better than DCKO. What is DCKO? Unfortunately, I don't really follow Marvel and DC that much anymore. I mean, if I hear something, you know, interesting like the One World Under Doom, I'll check it out. But you know, in general, I don't keep up as much as I probably should. I never read a single comic, but the Batman Who Laughs looks pretty cool. I probably only get comics just to look at the art. Well, that's the main reason why I get comics, to look at the art. You know, if it's a good story too, that's great. But I would say 9 times out of 10, if I pick up a comic book, it's because of the art. Every once in a while, I'll hear about a story that interests me, but it's usually for the art. I mean, that's why I picked up the Batman and Robin comic, because I really like Chris Samnee's artwork, but I mean, I didn't really know who wrote it, and then once I read it, you know, it was actually a really well written comic, so with a good story. So that was a plus, but I primarily got it for the art. So there's a happy bonus whenever you can get a well-drawn comic that's also well-written. Pardon me. Yawning. P-Money says, oh gosh, it's like DC Comics doing the Mortal Kombat thing. Really? And when did this come out? I'm not familiar with it. DCKO, another one I'm gonna have to look up. Who's the artist? Because depending on who the artist is, I'll take a look at it. If I don't like the artist, I'm not gonna even waste time. Because again, I mainly look at comics for the art. It's terrible. It's still going on. Who's the artist? P-Money. Do you have a favorite drawing of yours? A favorite drawing that I've done? Do I have one? This one. This is my favorite drawing. I don't know. I mean, most of my drawings I kind of like, but I think the ones that I like the most of my own drawings are the ones that I'm surprised that I actually pulled off. This might be one of them. They're usually women, because I don't really think of myself as being really great at drawing women. So if I draw a woman that looks good, I'm proud of myself that I didn't mess it up. Probably the one that I don't know. Probably the one I did of Red Sonja, the one I did of was it no Power Girl. I don't know. I've done a lot of drawings, so. Javi Fernandez. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look it up. Snyder is the writer. Who's Zack Snyder? I don't know who they are. What's his first name? The writer. I will check it out. Oh, Scott Snyder. Okay. Yeah. He's an okay writer. I have a feeling it's not. A feeling I will look it up and then say, that's all right. I will pass. But you never know. Again, if the art is decent, I will definitely look at it. Did a lot of bad. Oh yeah, no, I know who Scott Snyder is. I mean, he did the Owls, the Court of Owls thing. So, but even Court of Owls, if the art wasn't done by Greg Capullo, I probably wouldn't have read it. It's like I'm very biased in favor of art, so the art has to appeal to me in order for me to continue reading it. There are a few instances where the writing was compelling enough for me to keep reading it, even if the art wasn't great. But that's, for me, that's rare. I remember I used to buy Sandman Mystery Theater back in the 1990s. Terrible art, but the writing was so good I bought it every month. I love that book. And the art wasn't terrible. It just was not to my, it just didn't appeal to me. It was very kind of scribbly art, you know? And it was just like, this art's not that good, but the writing's really good. So I just kept on reading it. Carper says, yeah, the feeling of drawing something and realizing you're pretty good is kind of euphoric. Yeah, that's the best part of drawing. Like, especially when you don't think you'll be able to pull it off, and you end up doing better than you thought you would, or it came out exactly the way you imagined it to, even if you didn't think you could do it. That's like the best feeling. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like, am I getting better? And then for me, it turns out to be a fluke. It's like, oh well, maybe not. Now the opposite problem: drawing women so much, men feel kind of awkward to draw. Yeah, I mean, I think if you focus on one over the other, then you have to balance it out. I spent 98% of my time drawing in my life drawing guys, just because I just found them easier to draw, and women I find very tough to draw because they're built different than men. They have to look different than men. They have to, their poses, the way they're positioned have to be different than men, because I tend to, all my women tend to look too masculine, because that's just the natural way I spent too much time drawing men. So all my women, if I don't consciously make an effort to make them look feminine, they end up looking like men with lipstick, which is not good. I don't want to draw ugly women. I want to draw appealing characters. So you have to just practice. Just keep working at it. I'm still working at it. I can do it, but it does not come as naturally as drawing guys does to me. It's just because I just didn't do it enough growing up, so. Hey, Pimani, you take care. And actually, it is 6:03, so I got to take off too. But there's still 6 people watching, and I want to thank all of you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching me as I work through this drawing of Catwoman. It is not finished yet, but I'm going to finish it possibly tonight. And then I will post a link. Not post a link. I'll post it up on my social media. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and yeah, I'll offer it to whoever wants to buy it for $125 if you're interested. It's 9 by 12 on Bristol board. So, and I will mail it to you. Just send me a DM on my social media links and let me know if you want it. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me, watching, and keeping me company for the last, I don't know, how long has it been? About 3 hours or so. I appreciate you and appreciate your time, the time that you spent hanging out with me. Oh my gosh, Jay Ryan's here. The Art and Times of Jay Ryan. Men are angular, women are soft and curvy. Yes, I know. I have had to learn that the hard way, Jay Ryan. Grant Crosby, thanks for watching. It's just science. Exactly, it's just science. Carpet, thank you for watching. Pleasure hanging out with you and talking with you. Glad you discovered the stream as well. K-Pop Junkie, thanks for watching. And Jay apparently was needed an hour ago to translate Scandinavian. I guess that's a Canadian. Yeah, P Money was babbling in some weird form of English that us Americans couldn't understand. So, but yeah, she blinded me with, that was a great song. I love that song. But everybody, have a great Thanksgiving. I will talk to you later. Stay out of trouble. Eat lots of pie, and hopefully the food coma won't be too bad for you folks. So you take care. Thanks for watching. Jay Ryan says ska is our currency. I guess you can pay in music. But anyway, you guys take care, and I will see you after the holiday. Okay? Stay out of trouble. Be good. Bye.